Okay, hello again, guys. Today I want to talk about PCM-F1 simulator app I've been working on for the last few weeks. Well, not, using AI, of course. Let's be honest. All right, so what is a PCM-F1? So PCM-F1 was a device from the late 70s into the early 80s, which essentially allow you to store digital audio onto VHS tapes as actual video signals. So the video signals would end up looking something like this, where you just had a bunch of black and white dots that streamed through as a video played along. And this is a real interesting format to use because I think it's the only three-dimensional barcoding system that I know of. And from a data person and a computer person, that's just so fascinating. And I wanted a way to experience it without actually buying the hardware, because as you can see, some of the hardware is quite costly. Like, for example, $1,000, $800, almost $300. Yeah, there's one for $150, but who knows if that thing actually works. It's over 30 years old at this point. So and again, these devices, they're not that practical. Like, if you into analog audio gear or vintage audio gear, these things, and they were never meant for serious home use. From what I understand, it's usually small studios which use them as for mix down. So you have a bunch of tracks recorded on analog tape, and you just want to get a 2-channel mix down version of that. So for home use, they were, especially during the early 80s, they weren't that very practical. And they kind of lasted, I believe, up to the mid 80s until they were replaced by DAT, which was built specifically for digital audio. So these systems store digital audio as video signals. But again, if you wanted to try this out at home and just to see how it works, you'd either have to buy one of these, or buy one of these VHS VCRs which had it built in. I think there were a few models of like that, but the cost of those, into the hundreds, and really there's no guarantee either of these things would work. And so it's a heavy. So it's a lot to invest in if the goal is just to see how you go from 2-channel digital audio, 2-channel audio into a video PCM video signal. And that's where my simulator app comes in. So effectively, it tries to, as best as possible, recreate these videos from audio, and it's pretty straightforward to use. So you would essentially select the protocol PCM-F1, or I'll talk about this PCM48K later on. You select the encoder, the J codec one, that's internal, so you don't need any other program. However, using FFmpeg has certain advantages. It's much faster to encode the audio, and the standard NTSC PAL. Again, this app is not really intended to generate videos which are compatible with any of the this hardware. So it doesn't really matter. It gives you a nice visual representation of how the PCM audio was encoded into the video signals. And again, it's very easy. You just have to say encode the audio, select either MP3, whichever file you want to do, and yeah, it goes ahead and it generates the video signals, and it stores it to disk. So let's stop this. So let's see how FFmpeg does. Again, encode audio, and as you see, FFmpeg works a lot faster. I mean, it's about 10 times faster. So pretty impressive how efficient they make FFmpeg for this kind of encoding and decoding task. All right, so let's see how we do playback and of this encoded video. So I already have some videos pre-encoded, so let me just select them. And I must say the audio quality from this decoding is pretty good. I would imagine that if you're back in the 80s and you were getting such clear audio from VHS tapes, that would have blow you away. All right, let's look at the other format the app has. And so this PCM-F1 again format is pretty, it's designed to look as closely as possible to the actual hardware generated videos. But I asked the AI, hey, if you didn't care about dealing with analog video hardware, how would you generate this video signal to store it now? And this is what it came up with. Very, very interesting format. So let me open this up. So as you can see, the video area is a lot smaller, and that's because a lot of the signal you have with the PCM-F1 video has to do error correction. The AI summarized that, hey, we're in an area where everything's digital anyway, so we don't really need the error correction stuff. So it just kind of stores the needed data along with this area which tracks, basically labels each other lines, so it knows on playback what data to read. And of course, there's a little extra room in the bottom here, so I just asked you to add some simple black and white VU meters. So yeah, very interesting thing. So if you ever wanted to see how you actually turn audio into a video signal that looks similar to something one of these hardware PCM encoders look like, without paying a lot of money and maybe a lot of time to get these little devices fixed, it gives you a good approach. Now, is this in any way a practical approach to store digital audio today? Absolutely not, and here's why. Let's look at the storage requirements of these things, right? So this is the MP3 file, and this is the MP3 file when you convert it into an MP4 format. Now this video by necessity has to be uncompressed, because if you try to record compressed video onto, say, a VHS tape and try to decode it with hardware, it would not work. So you need to store it as uncompressed video, and uncompressed video takes quite a bit of space. Yeah, so that's it for today. I'm gonna post some links which kind of better explains the whole PCM-F1 video thing, and also other YouTube videos which discuss this format and the use case for it in a lot more detail than I did here. All right, thanks again, guys.